What's up, guys? So, I want to make a video today talking about the recent news of obviously most people have heard about it, of Instagram and TikTok taking measures to almost try to ban astrology and tarot, and kind of setting the stone for lots of censorship. So, I want to give my overall view of this. Obviously, it's not a good thing. It's horrible news to hear that. Basically, like, as a creator, someone who, this is how I earn my living, what I do that gives me meaning, that the forces that be, these social media platforms who control what gets in the newsfeed, what gets in the algorithm, are not going to allow these topics in the algorithm, or at least this is what they say. So my reaction to this is that I always believe that everything that happens, even someone like this, and this is shown in, I'm actually watching an interview by Richard Tarnas in his book Cosmos and Psyche, how astrological forces are always at play in everything, right? So just because it, like this could, like, we never truly know what an event could do. Like, yes, this could seem like it's horrible news, right? This could seem like, oh my god, how am I going to make, earn my living? How am I? Here's a little Esme. How is this going to affect, what's going to come after that? Like, yeah, it's all very true, but that's only one potential, right? um as a community, we need to stick together, as people who believe in astrology. And we're creative beings, right? So we're going to adapt to whatever's needed. It's literally like the David versus Goliath archetype, right? And I have tremendous faith that, for myself, for other people, for a lot of other people I know, for you guys, anyone really who's here, who's part of this, like, we're here for a reason. We're here during this time for a reason, right? And I always tell clients that as a soul, before you incarnate, right, you never take on a challenge that you can't handle. So the world will change. We never necessarily know, we're so afraid of the status quo. We never know if that change will be good or bad. You know, of course, like, on the surface, this looks like a very bad thing, but with all that's happening astrologically in the next, 5 6 in this decade, like, it's insane. If you understand, like, to all the people who understand, and if you don't understand, if you did, you would see, like, that is just a divine miracle, mathematical proof that God exists and it's talking through astrology. And basically, there's gonna be a huge, huge, huge paradigm shift. And I think, there's always that, like, whatever the freaking saying is, like, darkness before light, whatever, light before dawn, whatever the fucking saying is. I'm forgetting English, honestly. And I think we need to just stay present. We need to, like, really enhance our communities, um, and we need to stick together, and we need to, like, not be divided. And we, like I said, we are humans. Like, this is everything is an opportunity. Everything is a challenge. Everything is something that can be overcome. And just believe that something's going to happen, whether it be, think about, like, before computers were even invented. Like, what I mean, no one can. I mean, not many of you. Maybe some of you watching can remember those days. Like, we couldn't even imagine a world. We're entering a time where Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of the inventions. Pluto is life changing power. Like, who's to say that something isn't invented that's unstoppable? Because Pluto is an unstoppable force, and that has the potential to change the world, right? To change the way that we live as humans, that we experience life. So just know, if you're in astrology, if you're someone that does tarot, you're doing it for a reason. Your metaphysical impact is worth tenfold what some superficial, job does, that actually has no metaphysical value. Um, it's disheartening news. It's fucking annoying because, like, personally, and just for like, I know I'm gonna be all right, but I know it's gonna affect a lot of people in crazy ways, and I'm not someone that looks at the future in a pessimistic way. I'm an optimist, and that comes from my faith, right? Not my fucking, that comes from my faith. That comes from my belief that everything happens for a reason. That we have certain challenges that we're here for specific reasons. And I just encourage everyone to stay present, stay positive, and astrology is a religion. I should have said this in the first. Did I say that? I need to sleep. I'm still kind of sleep deprived. But astrology is more than just like a little fun thing. It's more than just a hobby. It is a fucking religion. If you fully are with astrology, you understand that astrology is God's language. Astrology goes so deep, and the more you learn about it, the more in depth you allow yourself to go, the more you realize not even like it's way past its truth. It's the truth. The truth of astrology can teach you about the truth of all being. So this is the situation now, guys. Just remember that this is just one of your many, many lifetimes. And we're gonna just have to see what happens. All I know is that I'm an entrepreneur by heart. I'm creative by heart, and so many of us in this community are people even who you don't have to be an astrologer. Or just we're artistic, abstract, creative people, and something will get figured out. I don't believe this is like such a movie like the good versus the bad. It's like Star Wars, but love is more powerful, not to sound cheesy, than fear, right? And those are the only two things that exist: love and fear. Love is fear is everything that isn't love. That's the best way to understand it. So greed, censorship, money, or like obsession with money, with control, all that stuff like that that's fear. That's fear of love. And in the end, what will happen will happen, Okay, I hear my eyes. So I think, we're going to have to stick together. We're going to have to really do a lot of things. Does that mean that, Instagram will depopulate it's from its spiritual Instagram? Potentially. Who knows? We're not, we don't just like, even for myself, just because I have the amount of followers I do, not huge, a good amount of followers, more than I have like 100 followers on TikTok, like 1,000 on YouTube. It's like, way, way more on here. Like that would be disappointing. I put a lot of work into this, but that's life, impermanence, adaptability, right? So this has been on my mind for the last few hours. I'm kind of still bubbling with ideas and just kind of like getting an overall grasp of the situation. My initial thought was that it's not going to be as bad as a lot of people are making out to be. It is worrying, but so these measures take effect the day before my birthday on St. Patrick's Day. How great, right? What a great birthday present. It's also going to be a full moon on March 18th, my birthday this year. So it'll be on March 17th. And I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. We'll adapt. We'll stick together. If anything, like this could also just like add like a mystique to astrology. Like imagine like to the person that just like doesn't really know about astrology, maybe that they have like, because we're so connected as a world, and so many people have awoken and raised their consciousness in recent times, right? People in mainstream, like people, famous people, like all kinds of people, everyday people from everywhere. So there's a good chance that in their like vicinity, in their like family or someone close to them, that they can learn these things from. So this could just be like adding a new mystique to these mystical arts, where suddenly they're more not prestigious in like a typical way, but they hold more power, more like kind of underground. Astrology, like the fucking social media companies are scared of that. And there's gonna be lots of propaganda, lots of bullshit. But at the end of the day, like we know in our hearts what's true, and truth, like the cream rises to the top. The best will prevail. So these are just my overall sentiments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments of this. It's still it's just I just kind of learned about all this, so I don't really fully have my ideas formed yet of everything. But fuck that. Fuck this. Fuck all like this entire thing. And we'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry. But like, it's gonna have to. It's gonna be the table's set for some big changes, and we knew this was coming for a while. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Yeah, all right, bye guys.